So I heard you want to look elegant in winter footwear without freezing, without losing comfort, and without looking too bulky. I got you. In this video, you will learn what to look for in winter footwear, what types of shoes to get, how to style them, how to wear them with trousers, with tights. Basically, this will be a loaded video with a full guide to winter footwear. So let's jump right in. My name is May and this is Elegant Speed. Part 1. What to look for in winter footwear. There are 4 things that you need to pay attention to when it comes to winter shoes that we don't normally think of with other shoes the rest of the year. The first thing is the level of water protection. Yes, there is levels to it, but here's the easiest way to remember them. The first level is water resistant shoes. Think of them as the entry level to water protection. These are good for a little bit of rain, damp streets, nothing too crazy. They will keep you dry as long as the weather is not having a meltdown. So if you're out and about running errands and there's a little bit of water on the street, it wouldn't be the end of them. They will survive. The second level is waterproof. These are the heavy-duty shoes for severe weather. We're talking heavy rain, slush, or snow. I like to think of them as the footwear equivalent of a waterproof foundation or mascara that you wear on pool days. That's what waterproof does. So if you're going to be outside for a while and it's raining or snowing outside, you're going to need waterproof shoes. And then there is water repellent shoes, which are in between the first 2 categories. They have a special coating that makes water slide off, so they're good for light to medium rain. They're more durable and advanced than water-resistant shoes, but they're not as stiff or bulky as waterproof shoes. And I'll show you examples of these later in the video. The second thing to look for is warmth/insulation. Look for shearling, fleece, faux fur, or insulated linings inside of the shoes like these. Third thing to look for is good traction. Look for rubber outsoles and non-slip grips. This is especially crucial for rainy and snowy days. And number 4 is stability. If you're going for a shoe with heel, look for either low, block, or flared heels, or just go for a flat base. Also, for long winter days, especially in severe weather, I would look for things like cushioned soles, arch support, and breathable mesh zones. Now, a great shoes is nothing without the right socks, especially in cold months. Merino wool socks are the gold standard. They are warm without being bulky. They are breathable, they dry quickly, they don't shrink, they don't smell, and they make your feet feel like a cozy cabin. I will link some options for you in the description below. Moving on to part 2, what types of shoes to wear in winter? There are obviously a ton of options, but what I personally recommend is to get shoes in these 3 categories because they combine function and fashion at once. Category number 1, sneakers. Sneakers will always be the comfort king. You can absolutely wear them in winter, but it depends on a few conditions. Ask yourself, does your city get snow, slush, or heavy rain? If the answer is no, meaning it's just mild winter, then regular sneakers are fine. You can just wear them with warm socks and you'll be good to go. If yes, there are a couple of options that you can do. You can get waterproof sneakers like we talked about, or if you don't have that, or let's say you're traveling somewhere with ice, you can get these detachable crampons. They look like rubber slip-ons with metal spikes, which can be attached to the bottom of your shoe, and this helps you with grip, especially with black ice and things like that. When it comes to what to look for in terms of design, I always recommend simplicity. Clean lines, simple, classic designs, nothing that is too overdone or too bulky. Just keep it simple. Go for neutral colors because they go with everything, and that should get the job done. Category number 2, boots, which is a big category on its own because boots are the MVP of winter. The first type of boots that I want to talk about is rain and snow boots. These are for real winter weather. I'm talking rainstorms, slush, snow. They are not the chicest, but they are lifesavers. They are especially perfect for flooded streets, heavy rain or snow days, and messy dog walks. The second type, which is one of my favorites, ankle boots. These are perfect for 80% of winter days, especially indoors, and these are the shoes that you go for when your outfit still matters because they're stylish and practical at the same time, and we love that. I want to show you a few examples of ankle boots from COSY Island. If you've been following me for a while, or if you're one of my clients, you already know I'm a big fan of COSY Island. If your dream was to find elegant shoes that are comfortable and have a timeless design, that look as good as they feel, that are good for everyday wear, COSY Island totally made that happen. I've put my friends on, my clients on. I always mention them when I get asked about shoes, and I always get the same reaction from everyone. Once you try Cozy Island, you can never go back. So let me show you why that is. This is their Cloud Mile pointed toe ankle boots, and if you just look at them, you might think, oh, these are nice looking shoes, they look elegant, but once you learn about their features and how comfortable they are, you will love them more. First of all, they're made of this air weave fabric, which is easy on, easy off. You just slide them on and go. By the way, all the examples that I will show you are made of this fabric, which is super convenient. For those of you with white feet, you will love these because of their stretchy fit, and they're also white feet friendly. They're also water repellent, which is what we talked about, and they provide arch support for all day comfort. They literally tick all of the boxes that we need to look for in winter footwear that we talked about in the beginning. Plus, they look timeless and sleek. And this is their Echo Step ankle boots, and I just love the classy design. They are made of the same fabric as the first pair, but here I want to highlight the flared heels because I briefly mentioned this in the beginning. If you are someone who loves wearing heels in general but feel restricted because either they're uncomfortable or you feel like they're not suitable for winter, these are a great option because they give you balance with every step and they add a feminine touch to your look. The rubber sole is also wonderful for stability. They also have arch support and they're also white feet friendly. And by the way, Cozy Island does have block heel or flat options if that's more suitable for you. The third boot type is tall boots, and again, they can be either flat or heeled, but these are the most stylish and feminine boot type in my opinion. Here I'm wearing Cozy Island's Belle Voyage pointed toe long boots. What I love about these is the athletic inspired outsole, which works well on so many different surfaces and reduces impact from walking. They've also got the flared heel for stability, and again, they are water repellent, so you don't have to worry about them getting ruined on a rainy day or something. Again, all of these stunning shoes are from Cozy Island and they're running their end of year seasonal deals right now. So if you've been looking for elegant, comfortable shoes, now is truly the best time to grab them. I'm going to leave all the links for you in the description below. Moving on to category number 3, which is loafers and moccasins. And since I know these cause a lot of confusion, here's a simple breakdown of each. Starting off with moccasins, think of them as glove-like shoes. They are soft, flexible, and they're more casual, so they're great for short walks, commuting in dry weather, indoor-outdoor transitions at the office, in the airport, and things like that. They are not great for rain, snow, or windy days. They are more like comfort shoes. They're kind of like Ugg slippers, but they're more elevated. Loafers, on the other hand, are more structured, polished, and versatile. They are great for offices, brunches, smart casual looks, and long days in the city with mild weather. You should look for leather or suede with a rubber sole to make them more winter friendly. And now we've gotten to the fun part, how to style winter shoes. One thing that you need to keep in mind when choosing shoes in general, not just in winter, is that we're trying to achieve two things: elongation and visual balance. So here are a couple of do's and don'ts when it comes to achieving this elongated balanced look. One of the most common mistakes I see with tall boots specifically is this awkward cutoff zone, as you can see here. These create two vertical lines which kind of cut you in sections, making you appear shorter, and this gap just looks awkward. Our eyes immediately pick up on that even if we don't know consciously what's going on or what's wrong with the outfit. We just feel like there's something off, and I'm telling you, it's this awkward cutoff zone. So don't cut off your leg line by wearing these midi skirts or dresses or even cropped pants that end right above the start of the boot. What you should do instead is pair them with midi skirts or dresses that cover the start of the boot, creating that long visual line that is visually pleasing and creates that elongation effect. You can also pair them with skinny trousers tucked in, or you can pair them with mini skirts or dresses where there is distance between the skirt and the boot and not an awkward cutoff zone. The second mistake I see has to do with the material combination. So don't pair chunky shoes with ultra soft dresses or skirts or even trousers. What you should do instead is pair chunky shoes, and when I say chunky, I'm mainly referring to winter shoes like snow boots or rain boots or winter shoes that are meant to be heavy because of their function. I don't recommend chunky shoes in general, like other types of shoes. I don't think they look flattering, but in this case, pair them with more tactile fabrics. So this can be denim, wool, cashmere, and heavy knits. This feels more balanced, more intentional, and more flattering. And the same rule applies to soft fabrics. Pair them with sleek shoes, slim shoes, because that will make them look balanced and proportional. And speaking of proportions, proportions also follow a similar rule. So don't mix different proportions chaotically without a strategy. So don't be mixing things like tight pants, massive boots, and an oversized sweater. What you should do instead is match the width. Slim pants with slim shoes, wide pants with chunky shoes. And when it comes to the outfit balance, you should actually do the opposite. So if you're going for a slim top, the bottom should be wide. If you're going for a wide top, the bottom should be slim, and so on. And obviously, we cannot talk about styling without talking about color. Don't wear these dark, chunky shoes with light pants. They will make you look bottom heavy and they will make you appear shorter. And this rule specifically applies to winter shoes because they're heavier in nature and they take up more space in your outfit in general. So it's easy to notice them and it's easy to see that they cut you off or that they make you appear shorter or they are messing up with the balance. What you should do instead is match the color of your shoes to the color of your pants, or at least go for a similar level of darkness. So that would be black shoes with gray pants, brown shoes with camel pants, and beige shoes with cream pants. And again, that's not to say that you can never wear dark shoes with light pants or vice versa. As you have noticed, there are different factors that determine which types of shoes to wear with which types of trousers. There is the material, the width, the style. Like for example, here the black shoes work because of the pointed toe style and because of this specific cut of the trousers and length as well. So really use your judgment when choosing the color, the types of shoes, and trust your eye in assessing that. Another great trick is to go for skin colored shoes like beige or taupe because these will always elongate the legs. And speaking of elongation, let's address tights and leggings. Here is a simple rule to follow. The denser the tight, the heavier shoes that would go with it. So thick tights or leggings can be paired with chunky shoes such as winter boots or snow boots and things like that. Medium tights can be paired with ankle boots or slim tall boots. And sheer tights can be paired with slim shoes, slim loafers, pumps, and sleek tall boots. And by the way, the red pumps that I'm wearing here are also from Cozy Island. I had a pair of these in gold months ago, so when I saw that they added red, I had to get it because they're so comfortable. Truly, they're really comfortable. They're sparkly, they're festive, so I had to get a pair in red. So I will link those for you below as well. And this leads us to the end of today's video. I hope that you found it helpful. If you would like to work with me, I do offer one-on-one consultations and I'm currently accepting clients for end of 2025 makeovers. So if you're interested, check the link in the description below. I will also leave a couple of free resources for you if you're interested in elegant style. Let me know in the comments what would you like to see next, and until then, stay warm and stay elegant.